The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in different parts of the world. This is Krishna Vedula, and I am showing you my screen here in just a minute. This is again, our IUC, GDC, IFEES global webinar. The title is Industry Academic Collaborations from one of the giant companies of the world, that's Huawei ICT Academy. The speakers, Brad Feng and Danny Lin from Huawei Technologies. And you have seen the announcement that was sent out. And we have Danny Lin with us. But before we have Danny Lin make the presentation, we will show you a quick video, okay, of let's see, from Brad Feng. Here we go.
Huawei Enterprise Business. It's my great pleasure to greet you today from Shenzhen, China. Huawei is an ICT solution smart device company and is devoted to bring digital to every home and organization who are fully connected. We work closely with our partners and suppliers to help our customers with digital transformation. For the sustainable development in the ICT industry, Huawei need our customer and partner and our society now and for the future. We call this field with ICT skills, with engineering capabilities, the ICT talent. The ICT talent are the fundamental. We have done a vision to develop the ICT talent system. But this is a big job. We can't do it by ourselves. We must work with our education and learning partners to do it together to produce ICT. My colleague will introduce the concept of Huawei ICT Talent Eco-system. And as part of it, Huawei ICT Academy and our works in this area. Huawei ICT is an important platform. We have to support industry and handling regulation. COVID-19 has brought a global crisis and innovation. Huawei has joined the national local education commission and launched LearnON to support educators and trainers to bring teaching and training to help our ICT study, practice, and take exam. LearnON program will be launched in 24 countries and over 1,000 educated and more than 40 countries are joining this program. We are honored to have a member of the TPC. We believe we have the power to collaborate with ICT skills and engineering abilities. I look forward to work close with you, and we trust we will achieve. Thank you.
Okay, Danny, I'm going to make you the presenter. And you can show your screen. Yep. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Let me show my screen. I think I'm online. Am I?
Yes,
Hello?
please go ahead. Yes, please
Good.
go ahead.
Hi. Well, thank you very much, Professor. It was great. My name is Danny Lin. I would just say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, depends on where you are in the different part of the world. I'm the Deputy Director for a Global Education Partner Program for Huawei's Global Talent Ecosystem Development Department. Well, thank you so much. It has been a great pleasure and honor to have this opportunity to share with you Huawei, the company, what it is. Well, basically through this quick presentation, I would like to make a couple of points, so hope it makes sense to you. So basically, who is Huawei, who we are, and why we do this education thing. We are a technology company, but why we do education? Why we reach out our hand to the universities? What is the Huawei ICT Academy, and what we do with it, and also what special policy we have to deal with this vicious pandemic, which is affecting so many of us, and it has big impact to so many parts of our operation. So I will do a presentation, and I understand after that we will have a short session to discuss. You can ask questions, and I will be happy to answer those questions.
Danny, you can turn off your video so that the bandwidth will be saved.
Turn off the video?
Yeah, because that way the bandwidth, if there's anybody having bandwidth, there'll be no problem.
Okay. I think it is off now, right?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, good. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Good. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Professor. That's good. Yeah. To begin with, say, who is Huawei? Huawei is a 33 years company. It is a technology company. It is a leading global provider for ICT infrastructure and smart devices. ICT stands for Information and Communication Technologies. The company basically has got four large operations. So one is a carrier that works with those telecommunication companies that provide our telephone services and the mobile phone services. That is the first part of our operation. The second part of our operation is enterprise. That part of our operation works with all the special operations in our community, in our day-to-day life. It covers the things like government, the manufacturing, aviation, universities, finance, and all of this. So that is the enterprise part. The third part is the cloud. So cloud is basically a fundamental thing for the coming ages. It provides a major infrastructure to facilitate the communication and the data processing, and provides the artificial intelligence engine into the processing. And the last part is a consumer product part. Consumer product part is basically the equipment like the smartphone, the pads, and that part. We're becoming pretty big, and then, we start that business not for too long, but we are doing pretty fast, go to number 2 in terms of the shipment. After 33 years of operation, we become one of the largest companies in the world with the global Fortune Global 500 company ranking. We rank number 61. We have 194,000 staff globally, and our sales revenue turnover last year has been 120 billion US globally. So that is a company, Huawei. To sum it up, Huawei is probably the largest ICT company in the world. It's the largest information and communication technology company in the world. Well, next I'm going to move over to introduce what is Huawei ICT Academy. But before that, I would like to introduce you a concept of Huawei ICT Talent Ecosystem. This one is a pretty important slide. I want to spend a little bit more time on this slide. It will answer the question such as, say, why we do why we reach out our hand to the universities to develop talent. Well, how we do it. Well, and then what specifically we do, and then on the element of our system. So these are key points. First of all, while we are a technology company, our key thing is to make the equipment, to make the solutions, and sell it to our customers so that we can survive, and then we will contribute to the community's development to improve the society's digitization, increase productivity and improve people's well-being. But why bother? We reach our hand to the universities, to you guys, for the talent development. The talent we see are the people that has the skill, the knowledge, and then can contribute to the operation, contribute to the technology development. We are company, technology companies. So these days, the technology companies is all about innovation. You guys know it. Say, if you are innovative, you grow and survive, and then if you're not, you can't do it. We find getting the capable people is a critical thing. It's the most important thing. We need competent people, our partners need competent people, and our customers need competent people. We have 194,000 people globally, and then train our own people is a big task. So our partners and our customers have same demand. In order to do that, we find we need people. But how to do it? That is a pretty big task to develop the talent that we need, our partner need, and the society need. We come to a vision that we need to develop a talent ecosystem. That is that we are going to work with the people with a shared vision, work with organizations with the shared vision to develop the talent together, develop people. But we have to do it in a way that we can handle. We looked into the people that we touch with, and then the people that we can influence. We categorize the market into three parts. The first part are the students. They are the most innovative, most energetic, and then they represents the future. They are with the universities, with the colleges. So that's why we work with you. The second part is the partners and the general public. So that is the parts are pretty close to us, but it is a very big part. And the third part is the customers, those people that use Huawei equipment and use Huawei system. We worked out a strategy for to cover them different. We we work out a plan to work with the universities to form Huawei ICT Academy to develop these students together. For the student market, we use Huawei ICT Academy. For the partners and the general public, we use HALP to cover it. HALP stands for Huawei Authorized Learning Partner. They are the professional training companies. They do training as a business. We work with them to train our partners and train the general public. And the third part is Huawei's customers. So for those people, we will cover them ourselves. We need to make sure they know our systems precisely and we will need to answer their specific questions and meet their specific needs. So these are the way we see the market that we can influence, and then these are the way we see that we can contribute. These are the parts we see how we categorize to make it Huawei's ICT Talent Ecosystem. Ecosystem stands for a system not only ourselves, but also the parties that share the same vision with us. So that is what we do. But really how we do it, we did a couple of things. We work out on the left hand, you can see the talent policies. We decide, so what we work out, what is the policy? what is Huawei ICT Academy? What is the benefit and how we do authorization? What is the HALP? And then, how we treat them, how we give them incentive when they did training for the society. So that is we work out a policy, we work out a structure. And on the right-hand side, we also have a plan for supporting activities. Those supporting activities are like promotion activities, so that the society knows our name, and the society knows our partner's name, knows the activities and the plans we have. We have an ICT competition to give students opportunity to compete, and then encourage them to study. And we have a job fair. A job fair basically is bring the job opportunities in our company and then in our partners and in our customers to these students so that they can find a job. We also have a HCIE salon. This is we take those top certified people, HCIE, to a gathering so that they can share their experience and then encourage them to contribute. They are the high-end people. So this is the structure, but on the bottom of it, we have a Huawei certification. We work out Huawei certification, and then I'll introduce you what it is. We have ICT infrastructure qualification, and then platform and service qualification, and then ICT vertical industry certification. These are the things, we use these to communicate to the universities and to everyone. So these are what we need from a very practical point of view. These are how we as an industry player, how we organize our training and how we need the people. And at the bottom of it, we also have a supporting IT infrastructure. We have 900 ICT academies around the world now. We have about 100 HLPs around the world now. This is a large group. We can't support their operation just manually. We have to have a system. We have an IT infrastructure. We support the mobile learning, and then we support their operation, and then we also share the technical resources and provide the facility on this. So this, I spent a lot of time on this slide, but let me repeat. This slide is a pretty important slide. It covers what is the Huawei ICT Talent Ecosystem, why we do it, because we need people. And then we can't do it ourselves. We reach out to partners, and then universities are an important partner. And how we do it, we work out the policies, and we have a supporting activities. And we have a structure, the certification, the accreditation system, and then we also have a supporting infrastructure there. I hope this makes sense to you. Next, I'm going to jump into detail of the Huawei ICT Academy. Before I go to the Huawei ICT Academy, I would like to show you Huawei's Career Certification. This is the framework that we use to guide our work with ICT academies and also guide our HLPs. This actually tells everyone that as an ICT company, how we see the most important technologies relating to us, and then how we see what is the standard we do the training. So at the bottom, you can see there is left hand, there is ICT infrastructure certification, different kind of certification. For each certification, you can see there are 3 levels. On the right hand, you can see HCIA, stands for Huawei Certified ICT Associate, and then moving up, HCIP, and then further up, HCIE. HCIA stands for those people like a graduate student. HCIPs refer to those people if they have 5 years work experience on top of the university graduate. HCIE normally refer to those people with 10 years plus experience, and they are the industry guru. On top of the ICT infrastructure certification, we have a platform and a service certification. You can see the fancy areas like big data, artificial intelligence, IoT, cloud computing, cloud service, they're all here. And further on top, we also have a vertical industry certification. Well, we have a finance certification and public safety certification. So these are the technology standards we set up. So these are in which area, and then each area we have a specific certification. And then on those certification, it spells out how much technology we ask and on. Now let's jump to Huawei ICT Academy. So this is, as I mentioned earlier on, a very important element in the Huawei ICT Talent Ecosystem. This is the program we use to work with universities, the platform for the industry academy collaboration. So what we see over here is, well, generally in the past, is the universities or colleges will work out the technology and work out the solution, and the industry will just take it and then make it as product and then sell it to the market. With the latest technology development, the things changed a bit. There are things come from the industry. So we are happy as an industry player. We're happy to provide this knowledge to the academy, and then we hope the academies to use our material to train the student, and then so that when we take the people from the academies, they are trained and ready for us to use. So what is a Huawei ICT Academy? Basically, on the right hand is the simple definition. Huawei ICT Academy is an academy authorized by Huawei to use Huawei certification training material and other contents to train its students. So that is it. And then we have worked on this for a couple of years. There are some prestigious universities working with us, and there are universities all around the world. You can see on top of the page, University of New South Wales in Australia, they are QS ranking 43 globally. And the University of Reading, UK, and then University of Malaya in Malaysia, and then Shanghai Jiao Tong University in China. There are so many of them. But basically, Huawei ICT Academy is a bridge that closes the gap between the university, well, colleges education to the industry needs, so that we want to reach out our hands and then provide our assistance to the university so that you can train the student better to meet our needs, so that we can save our education costs. I'll give you a brief review of what is the Huawei ICT Academy, the road we have worked through. We have worked on this just for a couple of years. We start from 2013. We tried out. We were on a exploration stage. We try to work out whether we're doing right and so on and so forth. 2014, well, there are universities and use our programs, and well, this is a great thing, and then more universities sign up. And 2015, we start to build into a system and then put into structure into it, and then we have international universities sign up. 2016, 17, and 19, there are more and more universities sign up. As you can see now, we have got more than 900 universities around the world, and then we train 25,000 students every year. Look forward, 2023, in another 3 years, we look at to have well, 3,000 universities and colleges work with us on Huawei ICT Academies. We hope collectively we can train 100,000 students each year. Well, basically, we believe this will help not only the university's education, but eventually it will help the community, help the industry. I mentioned we have worked out different things. So we have developed the policies, and we also have supporting activities. One of the supporting activity is Huawei ICT competition. We do this competition to motivate students worldwide to learn the technology. Dear everyone, you teach students and while you manage the university, I'm sure you know, while the university students, they're young, they're active, well, they are very creative. But if you say, hey, here is something new to learn, they will say, oh, gee, learn things so boring. But if you tell them, say, there is a competition, they will be interested. So we started this idea 2016, a couple of years ago, and then to try to motivate students. Well, the students find it good, interesting, and the teachers and university executives find it good. So 2017, 2018, and 2019, we make this as a regular activity every year. So last year, we had our global competition. Altogether, there are more than 100,000 university students participated. That come from 1,600 colleges and universities from 60 countries. We have a vision. The vision is to make this competition as one of the most influential ICT competition in the world. And we also want to make this competition as an international cooperation and exchange platform for the ICT talents. You know, through the competition, well, the competition is actually run in a couple of levels. We first do a university competition. So each university work out team, 3 students and 1 teacher. And then the winning team will represent the university, join a country competition. And then the country winner will represent that country to join a regional competition. And the regional competition each region will have a couple of winning teams to join the global competition. We will cover all the expenses. We fly the student to China in our head office to do the competition. We have this every year. So that is the Huawei ICT competition. After my presentation, I would like to ask the professor to play a short video to showcase you the ICT competition we had last year. You will like it. The next supporting activity is a Huawei ICT job fair. It is a pretty simple thing. So basically, well, we together with the university taught the student got certified, so they not only have a solid foundation for the skills that the industry need, but they also have a qualification, the certification, like I mentioned, HCIA, HCIP, yeah, mostly, well, they seldom can make it HCIE, but they have the certification. The industry know their skill, the industry can use them. So basically, we build up the platform, ICT job fair. We bring our own need, our partners' need, and our customers' need into this, so that well, the companies can fund the student, and the students can fund the company. So that is what the Huawei's ICT job fair is. So it links the students with Huawei, with our partners, and with our customers. So that is the Huawei ICT job. So we had supporting activities, and we also have supporting policy. Huawei will not only work out the structure, and then we also actively invest on the development of this ICT talent ecosystem. So we have some funds. We have various funds to support the development of ICT Academy. These different funds covers all the operation areas. For the academies, we will support them on their lab development. So we will provide discount equipment purchase from Huawei. When the university becomes Huawei ICT Academy, they can buy from pretty much at cost the lab equipment from us. They buy in the price same as our other partners. For teacher, we will provide free training. So make sure the teachers, beside their solid academic foundations, they also have a thorough practical industry capabilities. And then for those teachers that contribute more, we will give them incentives. We'll give them award as outstanding teacher, and then we will offer the things like a fellowship so that they can contribute together, contribute to the ICT talent ecosystems development, contribute the ICT academies. For students, we give them, we support them to achieve certification. If they are Huawei ICT Academy students, when they finish the learning, if they pass the learning requirement, we will give them a certification voucher. That voucher normally would stand or cost $200 US. We will give them the voucher so that they can be free to take the examination, become qualified. For those students that has achieved a good result in Huawei ICT competition, we'll offer scholarships. Not we offer, but our partner universities, they have an offering to them to encourage them for their further study. For the communities, we encourage them to work together with us. Professional organizations like GEDC and IFEES, we support their operation, and then the related community organizations and the government organizations, as long as they share the same vision, we're happy to support them. And they will also run the activities like Huawei ICT competition, ICT job fair. So these are the things we invest to make sure the whole system grow and grow healthily. So that is a regular operation. Now we have a major challenge of this coronavirus. This is not a simple thing, and then we learn this will be a long-term thing, and it will probably companion us for a long time, unfortunately. So we pretty soon realized this, and we worked out a system. The program is called LearnON. The LearnON program is a part of the Tech for All big initiative in Huawei. We try to provide equal opportunity education so that the technology will be beneficial to everyone, to all in the community. So this LearnON, we has put it on. It has been supported by international organizations like UNESCO, and it has been supported by the governments from many countries. So basically, we share the vision, and we try to provide educational and professional training program during the COVID-19. Specifically, in the LearnON program, it covers a stronger experience sharing. So we run a couple of things. We run higher education forum, educators online, so that the related parties can share their experience, and we share the best practice and then the best assistance, so that we work together to deal with this COVID-19. And we provide remote skill improvement. So for the trainer, in the past, we mostly ran the on-site class training, and now we do it remotely. We provide the system like online labs so that the students and teachers can do it remotely. And then we have the free online courses so that to support. We support knowledge building stronger, specifically in this pandemic period. So we support the develop content. We do the content. We've released more than 130 items online. We hope to cover 300,000 people, individuals learning. And we also support the talent supply. So in the pandemic period, it becomes difficult for the industry to reach out to the universities. So we support the talent supply. We run online job fair, and then we also try to connect the universities to the industry. Basically, we see the pandemic challenge as an opportunity to improve the platform and system, to improve our operation. So through this, we have further enhanced our online learning platform. We have a live stream facility, and then in the past, we used VUE's test center, but now because of the pandemic, VUE exam center has to be closed, but we developed the online exam facility. In the past, our online, the job fair is mostly on-site. Now we start to try to do online job fair. So we have a better platform to support the remote and the online activity. We support better connections. connect to our partners, and connect to the organizations, and connect to the community. So that even if there is a vicious pandemic, we have a better platform. We'll work even closer. So this is my last slide. Basically, on this presentation, I have introduced you who is Huawei. We are one of the leading ICT companies in the world. We're probably the largest one over there. We have various operations. We need people. We need talent. Well, I introduced you how we do it. Why we have a Huawei ICT Talent Ecosystem. So that is a way because we need people. We can't develop the people by ourselves. We want to reach out our hands to the parties that share our vision to do it together. So we have a ICT talent ecosystem. And under the talent ecosystem, we have got Huawei ICT Academy. Huawei ICT Academy is a bridge. Yes, Professor? All right, I'll continue. So basically, Huawei.
Go ahead. Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. So Huawei ICT Huawei ICT Academy is the platform that we use to work with Huawei to the universities. Well, basically, we authorize them to use our content to teach the student, so that when the student graduates, they are ready for the industry to use, ready for us to use. And we also have supporting activities like Huawei ICT competition, Huawei ICT .ed. We also have we invest in the Huawei ICT talent ecosystem. We have a development fund, ADIF, Academy Incentive Development Fund, and we have other funds to make sure this ecosystem grows. For the coming pandemic, we have well, take it as an opportunity to improve our operation, and then we want to work together with you to go through to win this challenge, to develop the talent together, so that the society can benefit from all of us. So for those academies that has joined us, let's work together to support the teachers to teach, to motivate the students to learn the latest technologies, and to improve the students' employment capability, to drive the society development. For those academies that has not joined yet, we open our arms. Welcome. Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you very much, Mr. Danny. This is fantastic. I love that welcome that you've given to all of us, to the whole world, the community. So let us start with Hans Hoyer. He from IFEES GEDC makes a few comments, and we have other people who have put up into the panel to make some comments if they wish. Otherwise, we'll go to the audience questions.
Professor?
Yeah.
Yes. Professor, we have got a video.
Oh yes,
okay, right.
Video. That's right. I have to show the video. Okay, I'll show the video right now. And
yeah.
I do apologize. The last time I think the video was not very well. I don't know why it did not show that well, but let me see if I can go to the video now, which means I have to go back to my own, make myself the presenter, and then I'll be able to show the video. Yes, go to the video. So what you have seen is Mr. Danny Lin, who has made the presentation, and the video by Mr. Brad Feng was shown earlier. There was a little bit problem there, but let us hope this next video might be a little bit better. Let us see. Okay, so that was the end of the video. So I have to get these. Let's see. Go back to my end this video. Okay, good. Thank you, Danny. That was an excellent video. So we can now open it up for questions, I guess, and let us see if we have any comments. Can you bring back your last slide? We'll just put you back as a presenter so that we can see your last slide, and that way we can have some comments and questions based on your last slide. So I'm going to give you back the screen. If you can click show my screen, we'll go back to your last slide because you have some contact information there, I think.
Oh, well, I didn't put my contact information, but I can provide it.
That's fine. So let us start with
Krishna,
Hans.
yes,
Go ahead. Yeah.
Danny, this was an absolute, I've seen the video before, but to see it again, it shows the passion and the professionalism that I first noticed. I'm very honored when I first visited your headquarters in Shenzhen. And the
we should invite you there next year.
It's a very special place, and we've been working together for the last year and a half. You're important members of both IFEES and the GDC, and an important dimension that you stress in your presentation is the fundamental engagement of students and the training of the students and the numbers that you at a global level are dealing with. And I deeply value and the leadership of IFEES and GDC, your support. We are discussing in terms of forming a council in Brazil. You are engaged in Latin America. My dear friends at SASTEC in Shenzhen deeply value the serious partnership with you. So I look very very much forward to work with you with our industry forum, our global conference this November, and find win-win opportunities to deepen our friendship and serious partnership. So thank you very, very much, Danny.
Thank you, Professor.
Okay, thank you. Let me go to some of the people that I have brought into the panel here. They would like to make a few comments. I've got Natasha Di Paola there, and Samuel Mukasa. We got Klaus Hengswasch. We got Alfred Nagovi, and I can open up anybody else who has comments. I can have them talk if you would like to talk. Natasha, Sam, any comments from you all? Come in, Natasha. You can unmute yourself if you would like, or Sam. Sam, I know you could not see the video for some reason, but I am hoping that Natasha, come in. Yes.
Hello, this is Natasha. So yes, Danny, I want to congratulate you for the phenomenal effort that Huawei have done over the past few years. I was very impressed. I haven't seen the video, and I was very impressed to see the impact that have has worldwide, drawing students to participate. And I think this is phenomenal. So at this point, I don't have any question. I just want to congratulate you and encourage you to continue distributing to all of us all the success and all the activities, because I think it's encouraging, it's inspiring, and I want to thank you so much again for the overall general partnership that you have global to support all of us in academia to prepare our students better, to do better, and to serve better the industry today and the society. Thank you so much again, Danny.
Thank you,
Thank you
Natasha.
so much for your kind word.
Come in, Sam. As I know you could not see the video for some reason.
Can I have make a question, please?
Come in, Klaus. Come in, Klaus. Go ahead.
Klaus Hengsbach from Phoenix Contact. I'm really impressed, Danny, about your activities and the huge number of students you inform with your ICT Academy. It really impressed. And I have a question regarding the number of languages, because I'm responsible in the same way for such activities at Phoenix Contact, and we do also competitions and networks and cooperations with universities. But there's a challenge. What I feel is the kind of languages. How many languages do you have for your network? Do you use only English, Chinese, and Spanish, for example, or do you have also contents in other languages?
Well, thank you so much for the question. Well, it's spot on to the key areas. Like you said, we currently the official ones that we can support fully. We have English, and we also have Chinese.
Yeah.
But we are working on to translating to support the other main languages such as Spanish, Arabic, and Russia, and so on, and French.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
French too.
So we'll have to do it gradually. We start to do this, and people start to like it, and then when we come to get more and more universities, people start to make a comment, say, "Hey, yeah, the language thing. We will have to do it one by one." But this thing is this shows the power of the ecosystem. We encourage our partners to do it together with us. We encourage them to and our permission to translate it. Mm-hmm. Basically, we have a lot of this area to work on.
Yeah. And do they have locally also, let's say, a supporter from Huawei in the countries that they can get support locally from your team?
The way we do it is we have all the structures and key operations structured in head office. But Huawei is a large company. We have operations in more than 170 countries around the world. So we have a regional office and a country office. So touching to the university, normally it's the country office colleagues. They go to do it. And then if they need, we can go to support them. Like Hans was pretty kind to drive the collaboration in Brazil, in Argentina, and then we also have the operation in other countries. So we very much look forward to work with our partners and the organization with the shared vision to work on the same thing. But on the local operations, they are also very keen to support it. So in terms of, for example, like you mentioned, translation, yeah, our local office is very keen to do it and to drive it. And they know their partners locally better.
Okay, thank you, Klaus. Well, let's move to Sam.
Thank you. Yeah.
Sam?
Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for that wonderful presentation, Danny. Unfortunately, I was not able to see the video, but I think I might have seen that video when I visited Shenzhen and your headquarters 2 years ago. My question has to do with the education that people are receiving around the world before they get to that stage when they might be able to join your competition, the talent competition. I have traveled in many developing countries over the last few years, and I'm very aware that many universities simply don't have the resources to prepare students so that they will be at that level when they can actually do well in competitions. So my question is, does Huawei have any plans to engage with the education sector in developing countries before we get to that stage when people are ready to compete on a global scale?
Yep. Well, thank you very much. It's a very good question. Well, I can share a bit of my experience. In some countries, I won't mention the name, well, where in the campus, there is no network or very limited network. There is no Wi-Fi. And then the students, they don't even have a personal PC for each of them. But you know what we observed very interestingly is the student, they are so passionate on learning the technology. You know what, in other part of the world, normally the student, the teacher would distribute the learning material to electronically. And then in that place, the teacher will have to print out the training material to the student, and they learn it manually. They spent the whole vacation in the university to get the practice opportunity, to have the tuition opportunity, to learn with the teacher. And we, of course, have a pretty good connection with the university's executives, with the teachers. And then, well, we, of course, share with them of, the different phases of the campus networks development. Depends on their plan and depends on their resources, and we also sometimes we support them to the extent that we can. But yes, there are plenty of these occasions. But what you said is spot on. So basically, it is quite different. Sometimes certain universities they are in a pretty disadvantaged condition, but we are also moved by the passion those students has on learning the latest technology.
Okay, great.
And we also support the universities on the campus network development whenever we can.
Thank you, Danny and Sam. Question from Africa here. Alfred Nagovi, you want to chat a little bit? You had a question or comment? Come in, Alfred.
Yeah, thank you very much, Krishna. Danny, that was an excellent presentation. It was an excellent presentation, and I echo my colleagues for commending you for that.
Thank you.
The dynamism shown in the videos spoke for itself. You can see how the students are dynamic in following the programs which are put in place.
I'm pleased.
Yeah, I would like to echo Hans to invite you to South Africa in November, so that we can engage more. And I know there are several institutions in South Africa which are already Huawei academies.
Wonderful. South Africa is one of the key countries we have. I had been to South Africa a couple of times in Johannesburg and in Cape Town, and it's a wonderful place. And we also have many good Huawei ICT academies there. But thank you so much, Professor. Really appreciate your comments.
Okay, the work you are doing for development of talent, I think this is a very big contribution to humankind. I've got two questions. One, do you carry out tracer studies to see how successful these alumni are in the industry? And then the second question is whether the alumni from Huawei Academy can use the ecosystem to start their businesses, to become entrepreneurs. Thank you.
Well, the Huawei ICT Academy, basically, it is a relationship we have with the universities. And then the student, if they are, after they learn from the universities, we encourage them to take the Huawei's Career Certification. That career certification is pretty widely recognized by the industry, not only by Huawei, but by our partners and then our customers and also the society generally. So basically, once they achieve that certification, that will benefit them. And further on, when they moved out, I reckon your question was asking, like if they a student after they left the university, what benefit they have, they can keep the connection with the university, and then if they achieve the Huawei certification, they can certainly also keep the relationship with us. And then that the certification itself is a good door opener to the industry.
Great. So thank you, Danny. There are several questions, but and also Hans would like to make a couple of comments. But what I would like to ask is, represent a lot of the audience here today is from India, and they are from the small private colleges all over India. And I know we just had a conversation earlier about the several visits that you made to India and enjoyed the food over there. So the question that my Indian colleagues are asking is, what is your presence in India, and how can some of these colleges, the thousands of them all over India, encourage their students and faculty to participate in what you're doing? Do you have a network in India? Because I represent about 100 colleges all over India through the IUCE, Indo-Universal Collaboration for Education. And is there some potential for these colleges in India and their students to be more active? Maybe already they're active, but go ahead, Danny.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much, Professor. India is a very important market for us. I have a colleague actively working in this area. His name is Himanshu. Professor, I will introduce him to you, and also I have a talk with Hans, Professor Hoya, a number of times on the India's branch. I think I'll find opportunity to introduce the India GEDC branch to our India colleagues there, so that we can grow together and we can help each other together. You know what, last year, I think it's, I can't remember the specific, I think it's September last year, I went to Punjabi. And I was awed by the large operation of the, I think the name of the university is Punjabi Technology University or something like that. Mm-hmm. I was awed by the operation over there, and it is definitely a market we pay a lot of attention, and we hope to grow further. And we very much look forward to work with the universities there.
Excellent. I look forward to getting your contact from India and can continue this conversation, because there are many people in the audience today interested in taking it forward. But so there's just 2 minutes left. I'll give it back to Hans. Come in, Hans.
Thank you very much. I just wanted to comment briefly of your relationship, our partnership and friendship with IFEES and GEDC. An important dimension of our institution globally, IFEES, is our student organizations. There are several that have deep experiences in India, for example, but also in many other parts of the world. And I know our good friends from Phoenix are here and others that are very interested. And I want to find creative ways for November, our global conference, to engage the industry, you and Phoenix and our other friends, with our student component of the conference in November. We'll talk about that later. Thank you.
Okay, there are lots of other people also interested in connecting with you, Danny. There are other people here from the Middle East. Edris Ali says, how about the Middle East? You have offices there. Then there's Doru, who's talking about Romania. And they all would, they're all excited about working with you. Could you quickly tell us, would you be willing to share your email ID so that some of them might be able to connect with you later on?
Oh, absolutely. My email is very simple. It's danny.lin at huawei.com. I will share it on the screen. Let me see whether I can do it.
Okay.
You
can just bring a blank slide and write it on there. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, gee. Not this one. I'm a start on to this. All right. Okay. Yeah. I will just
Yes,
put another line over here.
Anyway,
Yeah.
right there. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Danny.lin at Huawei.com. All right. Great. So thank you so much, Danny and Hans and everyone who's here today. It's an exciting opportunity for a global collaboration. Looking forward to the future, and God bless, and everybody be happy, be safe, and be healthy.
Thank you so much, Professor. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Danny. Peace be with you, and stay healthy, all of you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care, Natasha.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.